So, but before I do, people, a lot of these ladies, I know it's like a ladies only night, and because they're worried that only men, all they got are a bunch of dick jokes. So, I want to tell you a little story about my first boner. Do you remember yours? I do. I was 12 years old. I blossomed early. Well, for your first boner, it's kind of a scary experience because, you know, you're kind of used to there just being this little thing. It's just like hanging out, and it leaks occasionally with some force. Sometimes it's a little more forceful than others. And anyway, so suddenly it just... And I was like, well, hello there. How do you do? Nice to meet you. So, I'm in 6th grade, and I had my own bedroom for the first time. It was up on the 3rd floor of my house, which was fucking freezing, because there's no heat, there's no radiators. So I had a ton of blankets and pillows in my room. I mean, because that's all that's warming me. You know, it's kind of like I had this giant, like, real mink blanket, you know, fur is murder, and God, don't we love it. And I also had my favorite sleeping bag, which my dad gave me. It's right over there. Thanks, Dad. It was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sleeping bag he got me when I was 6 years old. And I had it that time. And then suddenly, Splinter got a splinter, and well, we carried on. So I start rubbing up, you know, against this big old mink, and you know, it was kind of bad that, like, if a sultan shopped at Goodwill and yard sales, this is the splendor that he would lay in and rub himself up against rhythmically. I guess I didn't really have any rhythm at the time, but Siri, no. So anyway, April O'Neil was looking really good that night, and so was Donatello. And so suddenly, without warning, this thing just pops up, and it's like rock hard. And I don't know what you guys know about 12-year-old dicks. Gemma. Those are the hardest dicks you'll ever meet. I mean, seriously, I could chop wood with this. I mean, how much wood can my wood chop if my wood chop could chop wood? About a quart, actually, I found out later. Anyway, so it's obviously at this exact moment that the door opens to my bedroom. And who walks in but that lovely, handsome, adorable Ben the dog. I don't know if any of you met Ben. He was a local celebrity back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
Woo! Benny boy. And Ben loves peanut butter. That's a different story. Anyhow, in walks Ben, and, well, you know how men are about their dogs and watching. Mind you, no one told me that I was going to grow an extra bone that day, so shortly in time, well, you know, I didn't know that they explode. You know, because, you know, at that time, like, all the, you know, I didn't even get, you know, sex ed until I was in 8th grade, at which point they're only answering questions like, can I get pregnant from swallowing semen, or do I just rub it on my belly? Anyhow, so there I was, dry humping Mink and Michelangelo, when the greatest thing in the world happened to me, very quickly followed by the worst thing in the world. And probably the grossest thing ever in the universe. We all know how that is. And but like all household messes, thank God for dogs.